Okay, so today's session, we'll get right into it, is around self-belief. Now, I take the viewpoint of someone like Bob Proctor or Napoleon Hill on this, where they state, and I truly believe from my own experiences, that we don't get what we want, we get what we believe we can acquire. And a great quote from Napoleon Hill on this is, there is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. There is a big difference between wishing for it, saying, oh, yeah, I really want this, and being ready to receive it, ready to accept it into our life with all the pressures, all the challenges that it comes with. No one is ready for a thing until they believe that they can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief and not mere hope or wish. There's lots of times where we think, oh, I really want money, I really want my partner, but there's something within us that doesn't allow us to receive it because we don't really believe that we can handle it, that we can have it, that we're up to the task. In order for us to receive anything, whether it be love, money, inner peace, there needs to be a sense of self-belief that we're able to achieve it. That is the basic premise of all achievement. You watch so many people step out and do things. You know, where do they get the courage? Where do they get the bravery? They believe in themselves. They believe that they can acquire it. That's one of the biggest differences. Belief is a very, very powerful word. It's in all the good psychology books. It's in all the texts, the religious texts. It's a very important word for us to understand. Now, it's interesting because most of us know we want these things, but if we're truly honest with ourselves, we don't believe we can have it. We struggle with ideas like self-worth. Maybe I'm not worthy of it. Maybe I'm not good enough. The feeling of imposter syndrome. Hang on. If I get this relationship, they'll find out all the bad things about me, the things that they're going to go running from. If I get this job, they'll find out that I'm not as smart as I said I was on the interview. And we block that good because we don't believe that we're worthy of it. We also don't want to look conceited to other people, that we believe in ourselves. You know, we don't want to make our friends uncomfortable with our level of confidence. And we also don't want to look greedy. We don't want to look like, oh, I believe I deserve to be paid $500,000 a year for doing something that I love. Like, where do you get off believing that about yourself? I remember when I first wanted to become a mindset coach, I had a lot of beliefs that no one would work with me. That I didn't know what I was talking about, that I wasn't already rich, I wasn't already successful, I wasn't buff, all these different ideas about what I thought I needed to be to have the thing that I wanted. Now, until you convince yourself that you can figure it out as you go on some level, you don't have to know all the steps, but until you can convince yourself that you know internally with a level of belief that you can figure it out as you go, that you can handle all the things that are going to come up along the way, you won't take action. And we've all had that experience. There's times where we've wanted something, but we don't believe in ourselves. So we put it off all the way to the last second. And then we don't do so well. But we know those times when we've wanted something and we've believed that we could achieve it. There's been that sense of that feeling inside of us. And for some reason, we've just done the things. We've just moved towards it. There's things like right now, I know that you can go walking down the street or you can hop on your phone and use Facebook. Why? Because you have no doubt. You have no doubt that you can use it. You have a full sense of self-belief that you can do those things. But for me to build this business, I had to work on shifting these limiting beliefs. I had to start looking at all the reasons why I knew that I could. I always remember hearing that a belief is just your evaluation of something. And frequently, if you reevaluate it, you'll change what you believe. I had to sit there and go, well, why do I think no one would work with me? Well, because I'm not these things. I'm like, well, what do I believe about why people should work with me? Or why I deserve to achieve clients? I started writing, well, I'm a really nice person. I really care. I'm going to keep doing the coaching courses. I'm going to keep reading all the books. I'm going to keep getting better. I love this stuff. I get passionate about it. I get excited about it. I can build that momentum for other people by having that strong sense of belief myself. And as I started focusing on what it was that I believed about myself that was helpful, my sense of self-belief improved. And we're going to do some exercises today, which are going to help you strengthen your level of self-belief. So I hope you're ready to move forward this week and do something that maybe you've been putting off for a while. Maybe it's pay your taxes or something. I don't know. I don't know where you're at, but we'll figure it out together. So we're going to do some journaling now. So on a clean piece of paper or in your journal, on your device, whichever it is you've got handy. I want you to just write Mindful Mondays, self-belief, and the date, which is the 12th of the 2nd, 2024. I like to just note these things so I can come back to it. If you want to go rogue and just write the number one and just go from there, that's completely fine as well. I don't live that dangerously, but okay. The question I want you to journal on, first of all, is I want you to pick something that you want right now that maybe you're struggling to acquire because you know there's a sense that you don't believe you should have it, that you can have it, that you can achieve it. And I want you to think about what that thing is. And I want you to write it down. And you can start the sentence by saying, what I want is. And maybe it's you want to get to the gym 4 times this week. Maybe you want to pay your taxes. Maybe you want to ask more people out on dates. Whatever it is, wherever you're at right now, what is it that you want? You're struggling to believe in yourself to achieve. And it doesn't have to be something that you're really struggling with. It could be just something you want to bolster, that you want to improve. Belief isn't binary. It's not, hey, do I believe in myself or don't I? There's a level from like 0 to 10. 0 being not at all and 10 being I am a badass MF that can just do anything. So once you've written it down, what it is that you would like to believe or that what you're struggling with that you'd like to improve, just give us a thumbs up so I know that everyone's got something so we can move on. You can do the emoji thing. You can put it in the chat. Thanks, Katrina. Thanks, Jonathan. Beautiful. Thanks, Celine. Amazing. We'll go on to question number 2. What would a person who has already achieved this or acquired it believe about themselves? What would they believe about themselves? And you can answer this by saying a person who already has this or has done this would believe. Maybe it's going to the gym is easy. Maybe they believe that it's the best way to stay fit and healthy. Maybe they believe that they're strong. Maybe they believe that it's just easy. Just take some deep breaths as you're going through this. No pressure in this at all. We're just exploring some different thoughts, different ways of thinking. What would a person who's achieving this believe? I know with my coaching, they would believe that there's heaps of people who need what they're doing. They would believe that money is energy and that it's not greedy to ask for money for a service that you're providing. Maybe they would believe that they're continuously getting better. They're strong, they're passionate, they're powerful, whatever it is. It's a good exercise to just start thinking like you are that person. Beautiful. And once you're done with that, just give us a thumbs up. That would be amazing. Thanks, Dialect, Katrina. Yeah, beautiful, Jonathan and Darlene. So I didn't see you sneak in there, Dialect. Welcome to Mindful Mondays. I'm David. It's a pleasure to have you here. Question number 3 that we're answering. What would you need to believe about yourself for your want to be welcomed into your life? What would you need to believe about yourself for this thing that you want? Maybe you would have to believe that you are a healthy person at nature. Maybe you would have to believe that you are lovable. Maybe you would have to believe that there is a need for what it is that you're doing. I want you to just write it down. To achieve my desire, what I want to believe about myself is. And I put it in the chat if you want to start a sentence with that. You can read it, answer it from there. And again, just take some deep breaths. Let your shoulders relax. Let yourself just be calm. There's no pressure with these questions at all. Thanks, Jerry. And have fun with this. Maybe you can put some, doesn't have to be all serious. Maybe you can put something joking, fun, light. Maybe you want to believe that you could make this fun, make this enjoyable. Maybe you want to believe that you can smile in the face of danger. I don't know. And once you're done, just give us a thumbs up. Thanks, Sylvia. Thanks, Jonathan. Beautiful. Number 4. What is the number one thing? The number one thing that you need to believe right now about yourself so that you can step into alignment with this thing that you want. Maybe you just wrote down a few things. What's the one thing that's jumping out at you from there? Maybe it is that I can make this fun. And you can write the number one thing I want to believe about myself is. Maybe you want to believe that you're a good person. Maybe that's what you really want to know right now. Belief is a feeling, and the more you know something, the more you feel it, the more if it's a positive thing, the more it lifts you up. What's that one thing you want to believe about yourself right now as you go to make this happen? Maybe you want to believe that you're an interesting person who's got something high value to offer. Whatever it is, just pick one thing. And once you've got that one thing, just yeah, give us a thumbs up. Got some interesting questions here, haven't we? Gary, beautiful. Darlene, amazing. Sylvia, perfect. Celine, amazing. Number 5. What do you already know about yourself that supports this? I want you to write down what it is that you know. So you can write it by saying, I know that I am a good person and deserving to be loved for who I am, if that's what it is, because. Why do you know it? There's always a piece of evidence or something that supports that this is true on some level. Maybe it's not as powerful as the reasons that you've got against yourself, but right now, looking for those reasons. I know that I am this, this belief that you want to have because. Maybe you've done it before. You've been to the gym before. You've had a client before. Maybe you've provided service and you've helped someone before. Maybe someone has told you you're interesting before. Even if it's your mum, still supports it. And if you're struggling to come up with some answers here, it's actually a good thing. It just means that the belief and your knowledge around why you should believe it is limited right now. But whatever you focus on expands. As soon as you start thinking about this, if you answer these questions every day this week, these are fantastic questions to go through. They take you 10 minutes to go through. If you did them every day for a week, you would start really noticing some pretty powerful things about yourself that you haven't been given conscious attention to. There's so many times where you're in a room and then you leave it and I ask you what was in that room and you can't tell me one thing. You were in the room, but if you start thinking and trying to remember, you'll become aware of it. Awareness is the first step. Become aware. think it was King Solomon said, if if you're asking for anything, ask for awareness. Becoming aware of why you're awesome, why you can have what it is that you want is a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Now, we're going to jump into a guided meditation, which will be led by myself. And it is live. So I'm going to play some music through the speakers. And then what we're going to do is you're going to sit there, relax, find yourself a nice, comfortable position. What I want you to do is just, if you need to, if you're feeling any energy in your body that's making you feel uncomfortable, just move your body around whichever way you want. Hands up in the air, side to side, go crazy a little bit if you need to. Just get out any energy because we're going to try and sit as still as we possibly can so that we can do this meditation. I will guide you through the process. I just want you to take a moment to get comfortable. Play the music now. Hopefully you can hear that coming through your speakers okay. So just taking a moment now, become comfortable. Find yourself in a nice position. Your back straight if you can, shoulders back, head up nice and straight. You can place your hands together in your lap, or you can place them individually on each of your thighs. Taking a moment to arrive, to just move your body in any way that you need to just become completely comfortable and relaxed. When you feel ready, you can close your eyes. What I want to do first of all is I want to take 3 really deep breaths, and we'll do them together. You're going to breathe in through your nose, filling up your whole body, stomach, your chest, as much as you can possibly fit in, and then just releasing it out with a sigh. We're going to do 3 big breaths together. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. First inhale, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose, all the way in, filling up your stomach, your lungs. Hold for just a moment and just let it out through your mouth with a sigh. Letting your whole body relax and deflate. Breathing in again through your nose, all the way in. Really big breath, feeling yourself expand. Hold for a moment and let it out again with an even bigger sigh. Feeling any tension release, your body relax. As we take our last big inhale in through your nose, all the way in. Holding for just a moment and then letting it out with an even bigger sigh. Allowing yourself to just let your breathing return to normal. And just noticing that right now you're feeling good. Feeling really nice. You're feeling really relaxed. And in your mind right now, I want you to imagine the idea, feeling of self-belief. In your mind, just gently right now, I want you to just explore it. What does it feel like? What are the emotions that you feel when you hear the words self-belief? Just noticing how you feel. Maybe you're feeling doubt and worry. Maybe you're feeling happy and content. Whatever you're feeling, that is completely fine. And now I want you to think of a moment in your life where you believed in yourself. A moment, maybe it's small, maybe it's big, where you did something that showed that you believed in yourself. Could be as a child, teenager, adult, any moment that's coming to mind. What I want you to do right now, in this moment, is to step back into that moment. I want you to right now see what you could see back then. I want you to hear what you heard back then. And I want you to feel in your body right now how you felt then. Just noticing what images come to mind, what colors, people, location. Letting those images guide across the screen of your mind. Now I want you to remember what you heard then. Maybe it was your own inner dialogue of things you were saying to yourself in that moment. Wow, this is great. Or maybe you're hearing someone else say something. Maybe it was trees, wind going through them, birds. Whatever you heard in that moment, I want you to hear it right now. Take a moment now to focus on the feeling within your body of self-belief. Just noticing, where can you feel it? Can you feel it in your heart, your head, your back, your arms, your legs? And what does it feel like? Just exploring the feeling of self-belief. Now, in your mind, I want you to go into a moment that's coming up that you want to experience self-belief. You want to feel better about yourself. You want to have that feeling that you know you can do this. I want you to see what you can see in that moment. Maybe you can see other people. Maybe you can see yourself being driven, courageous. Maybe you can even see yourself being more calm. But I want you to bring to mind the situation that you want to experience a deep sense of self-belief. Now I want you to see it going exactly how you would like it to go. I want you to see yourself being the way that you want to be, having the level of confidence, level of joy, drive, whatever it is that you want to experience. I want you to see yourself doing that activity in the way that you know you want to do it. Now, I want you to hear what you would be saying to yourself in that moment. What are the words that you're saying? What's the inner dialogue? What can you hear other people saying to you? Or maybe the sounds in the environment that you want to hear to really arrive. Now, I want you to imagine that you can see yourself feeling that sense of self-belief. And you can right now feel it in your body building. That sense of confidence, self-worth, all of it just building anywhere that you want to feel it in your body. Just feel that emotion becoming even more intense. As you can feel that emotion growing, you can hear all the sounds even louder. What you're saying to yourself becomes louder, clearer, more confident. Everything that you can see within that moment becomes even more intense. It becomes brighter. The colors stand out to you. The image becomes super vibrant. As you're seeing all of this, just feeling that sense of self-belief just growing. Just enjoy it as you see everything that you want to see. Take a moment now to take a few really deep breaths. As you're seeing these images, you're feeling your confidence rise. You're feeling your level of self-belief rise. And you take some deep, calming, centering breaths all the way in through your nose, all the way out through your mouth. Allow a smile to come to your face. You're seeing these beautiful images. You're feeling this beautiful emotion. You're taking deep breaths all the way in and all the way out. just know that at any time when you're struggling with your sense of self-worth or self-belief, you can come back to this image and make it bright. You can come back to what you said to yourself and make it loud. And you can come back to this feeling and allow it take over your body. And knowing this brings you a deeper sense of peace and allows you to smile just a little bit deeper. I want you to now just take a moment to let go of the image, let go of anything you were feeling or seeing, and slowly come back into your body where you are right now. Noticing the temperature of the room, your weight on the surface below. When you feel ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your body in any way you'd like to as you slowly come back into the present moment where you're sitting right now. And when you feel that you have arrived back where you are, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. Great work, everyone. Well done. I hope you had a nice experience, that your mind went to a beautiful place and that you saw something positive, something inspiring. The more that you see this, the more that you focus on the questions that we answered in the journaling, the more you will believe in yourself, the more that you will feel inspired to act, and the more you will move towards what it is that you want. Now, the way that these sessions work is I just stop talking and let anyone share anything that they want to. I let anyone ask any questions that they want to. And if you do want to leave a review for this session, when you leave and go back into Meetup, it'll tell you, hey, you went to this session, how was it? If you could leave any honest feedback, that would be amazing. Or if you want to send me a message and talk a little bit on Meetup, go for it. Or you can add me on any social media, David Keith Turner, Keith. I love talking to new people and I love meeting new people. So I hope that you enjoyed today's session. I am starting one of my group programs in a couple of weeks. So if also having mindset coaching or doing something like this, but going really deep into things like finding your purpose, setting goals, coming up with plans and believing in yourself is something that you would really like to work on and really take to that next level, please let me know. I love having new people jump into the program. I have a few clients that do it a few times, so must be doing something right. So yeah, I'm just going to stop the recording, stop the